Right, please watch this till the end, it's not going to be very long. Just been in a bath. I've got to get this out, like, it's doing me head in. So, as a 44-year-old working class man, worked on the building sites my whole life, right-wing, racist football hooligan. So, going back to school, middle school in Newcastle, no, all whites, 100% white. High school, got the first Asian lad and a couple of lasses. So they were strangers, like, oh, what are these? And then as soon as I got into work, before smartphones, everyone knows that, like, we're talking 98, 99, you got the Sun and the Star newspapers. I always got the Star, the lad I worked with got the Sun, swap at bedtime, you know. So at first it was all the Kosovans were coming and taking the jobs. Actually bumped into a painter and decorator on one of the jobs, you know. And then by the mid-2000s, all the Poles and the Romanians, they were coming taking my jobs, you know. And then obviously you've got the whole UK politics, Blair, you know, these Muslims, they're terrorists. They're all terrorists, they're Islamists. They wish death upon all of us, you know. So we had to go and fight the war over there. And you lads I went to school with ended up in the military, the navy, stationed out there, fighting the terrorists. Now, what we got? Iran, war, extremists that are oppressing their women, they're all rapists. Look what they've been doing. Sorry, I'll say grapists from now on, I keep forgetting. They need to be wiped out. Douglas Murray with the Palestine stuff, Hamas, their dogs, they're all, the civilians, they're all Hamas, they all need to die. You know? Go to football matches with chant, racist chants. You know, it's us the whites, we need our country. And you know, this is the thing, like, I hope everyone, you watch the rest of this, like, and that just doesn't get taken out. We're saying that no one's going to watch it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But this is the thing, like, I'm a bit upset because my whole life I've been fed that. The newspapers, the Sun and the Star, and even it took up until COVID, even when the younger generations were started using their phones for the news, we were the older lads, we still got the paper every morning. And you know, it's all Pakistani rape gangs, this, that and the other. But you know what it is? When I was at school, those few Muslims that did come, they were fucking sound. My brother, one of his best mates, Ashav, his dad had a shop at Fenham, sound. He's lost his way a bit in these years, but him and my brother were always close. When I was DJing Colin, black lad from Nottingham, fucking the best kid you'll ever meet, sound. The Kosovan painter I mentioned before, brilliant bloke. You know, he fled a fucking war. He's painting and decorating, providing for his family who fled war. Brilliant bloke. The Polish lads I work with, good fucking crack. One of the young lads, Alex, he's working because there's 6 of them sharing a flat to send money back home for their family because they can make more over here. Working class just like me. But you know, with the likes of Tommy Robinson and that, they're just dividing me. And they want me to feel this way. I've been fed it my whole life. And like I say, even when this Gaza shit first kicked off, I believed Douglas Murray. I did. I fell for it. Because at one point, when the killing doesn't stop, you think, hang on, this is a bit unfair, isn't it? And I'm of the same generation who you cannot criticise a certain group, and I haven't mentioned that group, and I won't, because of what happened to them in World War II, and it's horrific. My granddad was a sergeant major in the Green Howards in the Second World War. And I know how horrible the Second World War was. But because of all this fear and hysteria, why don't we learn about anything else in history at school? Why is history just about what happened to one group of people? Why? You start asking yourself that. And like Douglas Murray, again, I'm a thick Geordie. I hear him speak, and because it's like religion and politics, we were told never to talk about that. We don't know anything about it. We're fucking Geordies. You know, you go to work, you work on the sites, you work hard and provide, and that's it. But it's bred into you, this racism. And if you say the wrong thing, you get called out as a racist. Yet every single Muslim person I have encountered is fucking sound. Like I say, in all walks of life. You know, when I lived at Walker, Joe's, the lad in the shop there, sound, his kids sound. You have banter. We're just people, man. We all just want to look after our families and have a good, happy life. But it's bred into you to be divided, to hate each other. And it's like this Tommy Robinson stuff. Like I say, I'm just going to tell the truth, like. I believed it, like. I thought, it's us against them. And it's not like. We should be united. And the papers, again, the Star and the Sun, they whip you up into a frenzy. Oh, Birmingham, Manchester, Muslim MPs. Well, when you think about it, if you were in a community, if I was in a community somewhere, and it was all Geordies, and one of us ran to be the mayor of that little town, I'm going to back him. You know? Because the people stick together, they do, but you've got to break down these barriers because we're not different, man. We're not. I've got different religions, but that's not a reason to hate someone. And like you say, you've got to realise, like, it's not us versus them, man. We're all just people. We are. And I'm ashamed, like you say. I believed it and I lived it, and you've got to be the bigger man, and you can accept you were wrong and move on. Because this war that's happening in Iran, the BBC, all they're showing you is one side of events. Like, when you go on social media, the likes of Israel, Tel Aviv's been hit a few times, but they've released statements telling their citizens do not share any footage on social media. The UAE, they're the same, telling their citizens it's a crime, you'll be arrested if you share any footage on social media. What Donald Trump and his donors are doing is they're dividing the world, and I've seen it my whole life, and it needs to stop, like. And you get tarnished a conspiracy theorist or an anti-Semite just for what? For just thinking, come on, there's lives being lost here. Like the bomb that's went off at a children's school in Tehran, in Iran. Sorry, I'm not very, like you say, I'm a thick Geordie. I'm not clued up with geopolitics and stuff like that, but the bombing of a school and little girls dying, that's wrong, like. It doesn't matter what any people have done. No one deserves that. You know, you send your kids to school to get educated, to learn to read and write. They shouldn't go there worried that they're not going to come home. And, you know, enough's enough, like. We're the people, man. There's powers that be that run this shit, that want us fighting each other. And I love me Muslim brothers. And the reason I make these videos is because of the black community, the encouragement I got off them. And, you know, sometimes you realise, like, we're all just people, man. We're just all people, and we all just want to be happy. And this shit's got to stop, like. Honestly, these wars are no good. Nothing good's going to come from it. I just wanted to come on it. Like I say, I haven't been posting on here. I just felt compelled to say something. Because this needs to stop. More people, like working class, normal people, need to realise what's going on. And it's not good. They've deliberately dehumanised the Muslim population in the Middle East so that we turn a blind eye and in some cases cheer it on When no, it's wrong, like. No. We're all humans. No one human is worth more than another. Doesn't matter how much money you've got, what religion you practice. We're all the same, like. We need to unite. And I'm just sick of it, like I had to say something, so...